Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a sort of review, kind of reaction, just give my thoughts on the new trailer we have for Better Call Saul Season 4. Alright, so just waiting for the trailers for Fear the Walking Dead and then The Walking Dead after that today because Comic-Con is this weekend, if you guys didn't know. Yeah, so AMC is releasing all kinds of trailers as well as other, movies and all kinds of stuff from Comic-Con. And this is one that I almost kind of forgot about for a little while, but I decided that, we should do a review for it since it is, Better Call Saul, the Breaking Bad universe, and what's continuing from the Breaking Bad universe. Happy to see that they're still doing Better Call Saul. This is going to be for the fourth season of Better Call Saul, which returns August 6th, 2018. So it's not that far off, a couple weeks from now. We're going to be getting a new season of Better Call Saul on Mondays at 9 p.m. This year was a little bit different because it took them longer to get this season done than it has in the past. So in the past, before, usually we'd get Better Call Saul in the springtime, but this year actually, not sure why, but for whatever reason, they kind of pushed it back, and it's being released upcoming here August 6th. So looking forward to it. Starting off the season from the looks of the trailer is going to be probably Chuck's funeral, which is, spoiler warning. So, but it's just Better Call Saul, and that happened last season. So it's been a while. Like, again, it's like a year and a little bit since we've seen those episodes. So yes, if you were wondering, it looks like Chuck is in fact dead. We saw kind of all of that go down at the end of Season 3 there, and then there was also the stuff with Hector and Gus kind of coming in here now, and Mike. So this season going forward, very prequel-ish to Breaking Bad, of course, with Gus, being there, his rivalry with Hector kind of surviving, of course, from what happened before. Because it's a prequel series, we kind of know how the events turn out. Of course, you've got Kim and Jimmy as well, too. And obviously, they're together right now. Jimmy's just lost his brother. He's lost Chuck, so he's going to be dealing probably with some depression, that kind of thing. And then you've got her as well there, too, with him. But we know that how things play out here, that can't last into Breaking Bad. So I'm looking forward to seeing the next couple of years because they said originally they were planning on 5 seasons of Better Call Saul. And then after that, they were probably thinking of wrapping it up. Now, we do get the events in the prequel, and then sometimes they throw in a few events from afterwards where he's working at Cinnabon or whatever, which I do enjoy as well, too, there from kind of the future shots, and then you can kind of go back to the past. It kind of fills in the window in and around Breaking Bad for Saul or for Jimmy and his life before, and then also after. So I'm hoping to see more of kind of those after events, and there wasn't anything in the trailer really that showed much of his life after the events of Breaking Bad, but we did see in a behind-the-scenes video they released a couple weeks ago where there was some scenes like that, so I'm looking forward to seeing some of those. And they just give us a little bit, right, as they go through the seasons. They just give us kind of a little bit of his modern, post-Breaking Bad character and what's happening with him, where he's working and that kind of thing. And then they kind of focus mostly on the prior stuff, which is where most of the storyline is kind of going through. So with him losing his brother, thinking with this season he's probably going to become more just unhinged, more kind of crazy. He looks to be applying for some kind of job, and he tells a joke about snakes being made before lawyers because he needed to practice. So that's fun. And I'm not sure what kind of job he'd be applying for, but they're kind of surprised he's a lawyer and he's applying for whatever job it seems like he is. But right now, with what happened to his brother, maybe he doesn't want to do that, and he just kind of wants to rip the bandaid off, as he says, and get some kind of a job or do something rather than just kind of sitting there and being depressed. But of course, there's Chuck's share of what was in the company, HHM. So we'll have to see what happens with that and his will, and just how that whole thing kind of goes down, and whether or not he left anything to Jimmy. And yeah, we'll see. So then we got the stuff with Mike, who looks to be maybe leaving his job as the parking attendant or whatever, and maybe working for Gus, Madrigal. There's Lydia in there as well too, and looks like he's kind of leaving his regular job to maybe full time or it makes enough sense for him to leave in order to help Gus and do the stuff, and we all know how that turns out later on, of course, too. And then the Hector part with Gus and his warning to whoever he's talking to, it could be Nacho or somebody like that. If you have something to tell me, you would be well advised to do so. And I think Gus is a great villain always, and also too in Better Call Saul, it kind of makes him look more like he's not such a bad guy sometimes. Like sometimes Gus is intense, right, and he seems like he's a really intense bad guy, but then there's other times when it's like, well, he doesn't seem that bad. Like Mike said to Walt at the end there, they had a good thing going, everybody was winning, and he had to come in and mess the whole thing up, and we all know how that turned out. So it looks fun. I'm excited to see Better Call Saul Season 4 in a couple weeks. I'll do at least some reviews for it. I'll definitely review the premiere episode for Season 4 and the finale. Of course, there's also Fear the Walking Dead coming up in a few weeks, so we'll be starting to review that as well, too, August 12th when that returns. And I can't promise I'll review every episode of Better Call Saul, but we'll do at least a few of them, and if there's any big episodes, we'll definitely do reviews of those, because it's a fun series. It's not a series that has the same kind of following as something like The Walking Dead or Breaking Bad ever had. It'll probably never be as big as Breaking Bad was, just based on the nature of the content of the show and what it is, but it's a fun series. I'm happy they're still doing Better Call Saul. I'm happy they still have this Breaking Bad universe alive on AMC in some way, and looking forward to Season 4. Should be some fun. Anyway, that's it for this trailer review, guys. Let me know what you thought about it. Leave your comments below. How are you feeling about Better Call Saul? Are you looking forward to the fourth season, or are you just kind of burnt out on Breaking Bad and you're like, oh, just let it be, right? Just let it go, because it has been a while since Breaking Bad's been over now. They've got a reunion going at Comic-Con, which is cool. Maybe I'll get my thoughts on that if they've got some footage online that we can take a look at together in their kind of reunion thing they're doing this weekend, where the cast gets back together and everything, so that's cool. If you like this video, please thumb it up below, leave a comment below. That's it for this one, guys. We'll see you again soon for another trailer review. Looking forward heavily to Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead trailer for Season 9. So for this one, see you guys again soon. As always, it's Trev, saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.